excels in Shelly-Ann when they see her out here fully being herself and embracing her passions on and off the track. So undisputed, you got to hear this. Undisputed greatest of all time in the 100. She won her 5th 100-meter title, the only woman to win 5 world titles in the same individual event. Just absolutely incredible.
This crowd knows that the next big superstar in this event could be Abby Steiner, the NCAA champion, the collegiate record holder. Only Shericka Jackson has run faster this year. She's also the U.S. national champion this year to boot.
Okay, so you'll often hear Addo talk about UCLA. You'll hear Sonia talk about Texas or Baylor. Have a look at
Kudos to the coaches of that school and how well their athletes have not just run collegiately, but continued to run.
The only athlete here who has beaten Abby Steiner is this 19-year-old from Nigeria.
The Nigerians are very excited about her, the SEC champion. So she won SECs, Steiner got her back at NCAAs, and now they're in adjacent lanes representing their country at the World Championships. You better believe that those 3 lanes, 4, 5, and 6, are going to be hot for this semifinal.
And Favour O'Feely said, I didn't just come here to compete. I am here to win. That might be a little tough against Shericka Jackson, but we'll see. Final, semi-final. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, Favour O'Feely, Abby Steiner in this.
Set.
Who's going to make the cut to make the final?
This is Abby Steiner's 54th race of the year. Look at the world champion at 100 meters. She knows she has to build a lead because Steiner and O'Feely are going to be coming.
Here comes the young American on the inside of Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. And Favour O'Feely's got some work to do. Only the top 2 go through. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce have left them behind. She wins in 21.83. Abby Steiner will go through on the automatic qualifier. And Favour O'Feely in 3rd. We'll have to look at the time. Wow. Championships.
Prior to last year, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce had never broken 22. I wasn't sure if she was a medal contender at this meet. In this event, she is.
Yeah, I feel the same way, Otto. I was shocked. I wasn't shocked at her first 100. I just didn't think that she would hold it so well. And she still looked comfortable in the final part of that race. I saw her after the 100-meter race, and I asked her, "Are you going to run a 200?" She said, absolutely. Wow. The kind of passion that she still has for this sport. After going from the pocket rocket to mommy rocket, after dominating still in the 100, to see how much she still loves to compete, it is so admirable.
Best is 21.79. She just ran within 300s. And how did she do it? By having this monster start. You talk about a turn. She ran a turn. She almost straightened the turn. And then we thought, okay, maybe Steiner and O'Feely come back at her. No such happenings. The 100-meter world champion looks like she's going to be in the conversation for a medal as well.
And think about this for these 2 young women in the middle of the track. Favour O'Feely in the green and Team USA's Abby Steiner. This is important for them from a respect standpoint. And as far as age, for Steiner, she's giving away 13 years to Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, and for Favour O'Feely is giving away 16 years.
Wow.
And at 35, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce may have never looked better.
Let me tell you something about Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. You don't get 10 world championship goals without having a precise plan. She would have seen this lane draw yesterday and known. I know that Steiner and O'Feely can run me down, but not if I put so much space between me and them in the first half that they have something to think about. And man, she took these collegians to school in this semifinal. 21.8, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce is ready for the final.
Now you know why she's known as the Mummy Rocket. You just saw it. Season best for Shelly-Ann, Abby Steiner, Favour O'Feely, and both the women on the automatic qualifier are with our Lewis Johnson. Lewis?
Catching their breath. And so, Mommy Rocket, as everybody's calling you upstairs, how did you have all this speed and then be able to hold on to it in the second half of the race, after the 100 meters as well?
Yeah, I use what I have to my advantage. That's the first 100. So I tried to get out because I know speed was behind me. So I tried to get out as quick as I could and just focus on my technique coming home.
Abby, step in here. You belong here now in this conversation. Your 54th race of the season.
Yeah.
How are you able to continue to run so well? And take me through maybe the last 20 meters to make sure you held on to second.
Just trying to...
Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce once again cemented her place among the greatest sprinters of all time by securing her 5th world title in the 100 meters. At the World Championships in Oregon, she delivered a masterclass in sprinting, outpacing her opponents with precision, power, and an unshakable competitive spirit. At 35, Fraser-Pryce continues to defy the limits of age, standing firm at the top of the sport while facing a new generation of challengers, proving that her reign as sprinting royalty remains untouched. What makes Fraser-Pryce's journey truly remarkable is her ability to sustain excellence through changing eras, personal transitions, and motherhood. Known affectionately as the Mommy Rocket, she has become a global symbol of resilience and perseverance. Her Oregon victory wasn't just another gold medal. It was a statement of her relentless discipline and meticulous preparation, showing the world that true champions evolve without losing their fire. In the 200-meter semifinals, Fraser-Pryce faced fierce opposition from rising stars like Steiner and Favor-Offaly. Yet, her trademark explosiveness out of the blocks gave her an instant edge. Executing her race plan with surgical precision, she blazed to a season-best 21.82 seconds, confidently advancing to the final and reminding everyone that her dominance extends well beyond the 100 meters. Fraser-Pryce's success lies not only in her speed but also in her extraordinary race intelligence. She understands every nuance of her craft, how to maximize her strengths and minimize her rivals' advantages. Against younger athletes with strong finishing kicks, she uses her lightning-fast start to build an unassailable lead. This level of strategic mastery has defined her career, fueling her collection of world titles and Olympic medals. Off the track, Fraser-Pryce radiates charisma and individuality. Her colorful wigs and expressive style during the World Championships captivated global attention, becoming a vibrant symbol of confidence and self-expression. Through her boldness, she has inspired countless young girls to embrace their uniqueness while pursuing excellence. Her achievements have reshaped the very history of athletics. With 10 World Championship golds and multiple Olympic crowns, Fraser-Pryce stands among the most decorated athletes in track and field. Her longevity, especially post-motherhood, has redefined expectations in elite sport, showing that age and circumstance are no barriers to greatness when passion and persistence drive you forward. As the 2025 season approaches, anticipation builds around what Fraser-Pryce will deliver next. Though many would consider retirement, she continues to challenge and inspire, proving that legacy is built not just on victories but on the courage to evolve. Her career serves as a blueprint for sustained excellence, reminding the world that greatness endures through time, transformation, and unwavering determination. Ultimately, Fraser-Pryce's enduring brilliance reveals that success in sprinting transcends raw talent. It demands focus, adaptability, and heart. Whether in the 100 or 200 meters, she remains a force who commands respect every time she steps onto the track, leaving behind performances that will echo through the history of athletics for generations to come.